Hello, hello. It is Sarah Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach here for Moon Astrology Tarot, this time for the moon in Libra. This is January 2nd. In the evening, it will move into Libra through the morning of January 5th. I love this moon, but I also feel like it's going to be a tricky one because because during it, this will be the third quarter square moon, so that will create tension between Libra, which is all about justice and balance, and Capricorn, which is about long-term goals and things like that. So as we continue this whole Pluto at 29 degrees of Capricorn, there I feel like this could be a tricky moon just because it's justice and balance. It's also relationships, partnerships, and things like that. So we could start to see the beginnings of, the tension in relationships and breakup energy. We're coming off that holiday high. And so we also have this moon will, of course, conjunct the South node opposing the North node. And so there could be some release around that. As it's getting close to that conjunction, Mars will make its move into Capricorn. So all of that is happening. Mars will make it out of Sag and into Capricorn, leaving Mercury and Venus in Sagittarius. And of course, we have Jupiter now direct. So a lot of people may be wanting to move the fuck forward on a lot of things. And therefore, it could create friction or create breakups with their relationship, not only with people, but with a job or, who knows, like people could be dropping out of school or decide they're not going to go back for the next semester or whatever. And I kind of want to speak to young adults, or even maybe you're an older adult who is working a 9 to 5 and you've been wanting to give that shit up. Or maybe a young adult who's still kind of feeling their way through this life. And something that I said to a young girl the other day, which was, as she was saying, like, you always tell me I march to the beat. She was telling her mom that, she always marches to the beat of her own drummer. And I told her, I said, keep marching to the beat of your own drummer. You're going to piss off everyone in your life and you're going to have a hell of a good time doing it. And I say that from a space of, I've made a lot of crazy decisions in my life to do a lot of crazy shit that not a lot of people agree with. Not a lot of people have understood what I've been doing, how I've been doing it. And yet I'm now, looking back on it from where I am now, I can tell you that I don't regret a damn thing, right? I don't regret a damn thing. I maybe wish I hadn't gone to college, but there's a lot of things I would not know about life if I hadn't gone to college. So there's that. And I always think about that with like previous relationships too. Like we may look back and be like, damn, I had all these shitty relationships, but what did you learn from those relationships, right? That has gotten you where you are now, or allowed you or opened the doors for you to go on a healing journey, or, whatever it was that you did, as a result of maybe the bad relationship or the bad job experience, or you went to college, but you've never really used it. I would actually invite you to take a look at what are you using from your higher education? What are you using from a previous job or relationship in your life now that you wouldn't have known had you not had that experience? And if you're a young person, think about, especially if it's a choice about, going to college or whatever, you don't have to go to college immediately out of high school. You can always have a year or two of doing all the crazy shit, right? I think they do this in Europe, if I remember correctly. So if anybody's European or from any place in Europe and wants to correct me, feel free. But I'm pretty sure that they do this in Europe. Is, they have a year of doing whatever they want to do before they have like go to college or go to higher education, trade school, whatever it is. And so I think the invitation here is to really like take the opportunity to learn yourself if you are not in a place where you feel comfortable with yourself. And I think I talked the other day about like external validation and really looking within yourself. Maybe that was even on an Instagram live. But taking a look within yourself to find validation, to find your home within yourself. And that takes a lot of self-discovery to feel comfortable in your own skin. But I think that's what this moon in Libra is all about, is really taking that time to learn yourself, discover yourself, know yourself, all of the things. And right, like, I feel like that's been me prepping for a new, the next relationship is, I wanted to know myself to the point where, I won't be a skeptic when I'm in a new relationship. I'll know, like, okay, that's not in alignment with me because I can't be with that thing, whatever he's got that I don't want. But anyway, it could be also with your job, like knowing yourself well enough to know, I don't want to work full time. I don't want to work these hours. I don't, but knowing what you do want, you can create those conditions of satisfaction list of things that you definitely want in your next job, relationship, housing, all of those sorts of things. Things that are sort of deal breakers. There we go. That's the word. Deal breakers in that next thing that you're going after, so that you have a clearer idea of what you yourself is willing to be with and or not be with. And I feel like that's where this moon kind of cycle is, especially with Mars moving into its exaltation of Capricorn. We have this opportunity to really nose to the grind, get some shit done, move some shit along. However, it's got to be coming from within you and not from external fears, external judgments, and all of those things. And speaking of judgment, we got judgment in reverse. And this is kind of like, don't live in regret, or lack of knowing yourself or whatever. I feel like this is so important, again, as we move into a lot of Aquarius-ish energy, very soon. You're going to want to know who you are, who you stand for, like your belief systems and all of that. And also be willing to be open to, I know I have said this on a video somewhere, that I have studied topics that debunk astrology, even though that's what I talk about. That's what I study. That's what I do. That's what my clients want to know is their astrology. But there are things out there that debunk astrology, such as if you study like anything to do with flat earth, or anything like that. It debunks the hell out of astrology. Anyway, James True, if you want to know about flat earth things. I don't really get into flat earth theory, but I do get into, like, we don't actually know what this place is that we live on. But anyway, James True here on YouTube, if you want to know. So that's judgment in reverse. And then we have the Chariot in reverse. No one's coming to save you, kids. No one's coming to help you through it. You got to do this yourself. I have a love-hate relationship with the Chariot reverse. I think it's a pretty, like, to the point card. And I kind of don't like to be that cut the bullshit type of person, but maybe that's how I should shift my content to cut the bullshit. Cut the bullshit. Nobody's coming to save you. You need to learn you. Don't live in regret, because no one is coming to save you. And if you're expecting someone or something to come and save you in 2024, it ain't gonna happen. Pluto in Capricorn is death and destruction. It's death and rebirth, and it is here to break down anything that is inauthentic. Nothing inauthentic stands the test of time. So be authentic, be yourself, learn yourself, know what you need to be supported, right? This is about being rescued. This is not about what you need resource wise to be supported. Know the difference there, right? There's a difference between being codependent or dependent on others and being interdependent on the community around you or the people around you, right? I am not a dependent or codependent person. That being said, I do not drive. So obviously, if I need to go somewhere that requires somebody to drive, somebody has to do that for me. Does that make sense? So think about that as we move through this moon in Libra, that, it's all about, like, discovering yourself, knowing yourself to the point where you can say, okay, I need somebody to drive me to blah, 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 right? Knowing what you need to be supported, not what you need to feel like you are, validated or a good person or whatever that is, right? Okay. And then in the aromas department, we have lemongrass. This is all about, like, refreshing, alleviating, all of that. You can cook with lemongrass, things like that. This is not the same as lemon. Lemon is different than lemongrass. I believe lemongrass is an herb, I think. Anyway, but you kind of want to do something that alleviates, supports. It does not have to be lemongrass. I don't think I have any lemongrass even on hand. Well, I may have some oil somewhere, but You want to do something that leaves, because what happens is as we've come off of that moon in Virgo, that waning moon in Virgo, we're moving into this waning moon in Libra. Your digestive system is going to go through it because you're like uncomfortable, right? A lot of this stuff is very uncomfortable. And so you kind of want to be easy and gentle on your gut, on your nervous system, on your digestive system, which includes your gut, you know what I mean, right? Like you could be feeling it maybe in your esophagus or something like that. And so things like that. Also your kidneys are ruled by Libra because it's balanced, right? And there's 2 kidneys. So, you know, be aware of things like that. Okay. That's what I have for this moon in Libra. Again, January 2nd through the 5th. Of course, check the links below. Again, I'm only leaving the quarterly astrology report open until the 15th of January. I only have 3 spots left. So nab that up while you still can. And then that will be a PDF document that will be sent to you. And of course, I always have available the basic astrology. Your sun, your moon, your rising will help you understand the sun and rising forecast for the new and the full moon that I present here on YouTube. That video should be coming up soon when it's posted. Of course, I will post the link in the description box below of these videos so that you can easily tap on it and get access to that. Thanks so much for tuning in. Happy 2024. This is going to be a wild motherfucking ride. I am here for all of it. Uranus is not even direct yet. And y'all know I love Uranus. Uranus is Aquarius, and I'm here for it. So I'll be here. I do not plan on taking a break from YouTubing anytime soon. I may be on a significant social media break, but nah, I'm here. I'm here for it all. So I hope that you're here for it all. Hold on tight. You know, you're here in this time and space for a unique purpose. Know that, and trust yourself to fulfill your mission and your purpose. Sending you all the support, and please leave comments, comment, share, all of the things to support the growth of this channel, this community. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.